and welcome to Sunday School Studies with Rhondi Rabbit. And here's Rhondi. Say hi, Rhondi.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
Rhondi, today we're going to have another fun and exciting Bible lesson. Are you ready to learn?
I'm ready. I'm ready to learn how of the Bible stories, and I'm ready.
Good, Rhondi, because I'm ready too. And today we're going to learn about something called the fruit of the Spirit. The fruit of the Spirit, or God's fruit of the Spirit. The fruit of God's Spirit. We're going to learn all about that today. And we're going to learn what God's fruit of the Spirit are and what they do for us. So that's what we're going to learn about today, okay?
Okay, I want to learn all of God's fruit. And I love God's fruit too. And I love God's apples. And I love God's cherries. And I love God's grapes. And I love God's onions. I love God's fruit. God's fruit are really, really good. And yummy too. And I love God's fruit.
I love God's fruit too, Rhondi. But you know something? The fruit of the Spirit, of God's Spirit, are not the fruit that you eat, like an apple or a pear or anything like that. The fruit of God's Spirit are different than that. They are not something that you eat.
They're not something that you eat.
You don't eat God's fruit. Fruit is something that regular fruit is something that we eat, that it grows, it grows and we eat it and we bite it with our mouths and it goes in us. But God's fruit of the Spirit, Rhondi, are different because they are not things that we put in us. They are things that God puts in us and then they come out of us. God's fruit, Rhondi, are different. They are something that we don't take and eat it. God puts it in us, and then it comes out of us.
Oh, that's different. That's a different fruit.
It's a different fruit, and there are different fruits of the Spirit. So listen up, okay? I'm going to tell you what the fruit of the Spirit are.
Okay.
The fruit of the Spirit, Rhondi. The Bible tells us this, what the fruit of the Spirit. And it says that the fruit of the Spirit, or the fruit of God's Spirit, it says it's love.
Love is a fruit?
Yes, it's a spirit fruit. It's a spiritual fruit. It's God's spiritual fruit. So remember, the fruit of the Spirit, God's fruit, are not like fruit that we take and bite and eat and, no, there's something that God plants in our heart and then they come out of us.
Oh, that's different.
Yes, it's different. God is different, Rhondi. The way that God does things is different. The way that He wants us to live as Christians is different. The things that God says is good. A lot of times, Rhondi, as you begin to grow up and you go to school and you are dealing with different people, sometimes you're going to see that the things that God says are good are not things that necessarily other people really care that much about. But God is different. And the things that He does for us is different because He is God. So the things that God can do for us are different than the things that another person can do or anybody else can do for us. Does that kind of make any sense to you? Do you understand that?
Well, I think I understand that it's different because, because God is God and nobody else is God. And so everything God is going to do is going to be different because He's God and He does things different.
Yes, He does things different than people, and that's why we need Him, because He shows us the way that He wants us to be and the way that He wants us to live. And so God's fruit, Rhondi, is one of the fruit is love.
Love is a nice fruit, and I like to love because I love my mommy, I love my daddy, and I love people, and I love the animals and the trees, and I love, and I like to be loved too.
Yes, we can love, but we also want to we want to love, but we want to be loved, Rhondi. And so God's fruit, He puts in us seeds, not like the seeds that are in regular fruit, like the seeds that can plant in the ground.
Like my mommy planted seeds, and she got a garden, and she put the seed in the ground, and then they grow up, and then we eat the food.
Right. So think about this, Rhondi. You said your mommy has a garden, and she plants seeds, and then things grow up, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is very much how God does with His seeds. But the thing is, Rhondi, His seeds are spirit.
Yeah.
They're spirit. That means
You can't see them.
that's right. You can't see them because you can't see the spirit, but
You can feel it.
yeah, like when somebody loves you, you can feel it, right?
Yeah, mommy hugs, and I feel her love when mommy hugs.
That's right. So the fruit of the spirit, Rhondi, causes us to show love to other people. We show them, we treat them with kindness, and we treat them like we care about them, and that's how we show love for people. That's how we show love for each other.
And mommy, if I cry, and she tell me don't cry, and then if I sneeze, and then she wipe off the sneeze, and mommy do that stuff, and I can tell that my mommy loves because the nice things she do.
That's right. That's how we can tell, Rhondi, is because of the nice things that the good things, the kind things that people do, and they want to help us, and they don't want to be mean to us, and that's love, Rhondi. That's one of the things that God puts in our hearts. He gives us love.
Oh, I really like that fruit because I want my mommy love, and I want my daddy love, and I want to love, and so I love that fruit.
I love that fruit too, Rhondi. We all need love. All of us need to be loved. We want to love people, and we want people to love us and be good and kind to us too. And that's something that God gives us, Rhondi, is the fruit of the Spirit. And one of those fruit is love. Let's talk about some of the other fruit.
Okay, and I really like that too. I like that fruit of the Spirit, that fruit of love, because I really like to love, and I really like to love, and I like my toys, and I love my toys too, and I like this fruit.
I know you do. I know you like to love, and you love your, like you say, you love your mommy, you love your daddy, and we need love. We all need to be loved.
We need to love, and I need to love, and I love that fruit.
Let's talk about another fruit, right? Joy.
Joy! I love joy! I love to be joy, because joy make me happy, and joy make me jump around, and joy make me smile, and joy make me play games, and I love the joy too. I love the joy, I love the joy, I love the love, and I love the joy too.
Me too. Rhondi, I know that yes, I love the joy too. So that's another fruit, okay?
Tell me more.
Okay. Another fruit. Peace.
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 Like peace too. Because the peace is because the peace is the good thing.
That's right. So Rhondi, when you think about peace, what do you think peace means?
And not fussing. You're not the fussing, and you're not the rushing around fussing and the rushing. You're not the fussy rushy. Fussy rushy. You're not that. You're just the calm, the peace, calm, and the peace.
Yes. Calm. Rhondi's very expressive, everyone. As you'll see, Rhondi gets so excited because she's so sincere and she's so happy and she loves to learn about the Bible, and she really is understanding these things, and all of us can. We might not understand it right away, but what you doing?
I'm just looking at stuff.
Okay, well, let's keep talking about the fruit. Okay. So let's talk. So another fruit is let's see. You trying to read it? You trying to sound it out? Go ahead. Yeah. Say it together.
Patience. Patience. Patience.
Right. Patience. That's it. That is another fruit of the Spirit. Do you know what patience is? What's patience? What does patience do?
Patience do patience wait. Patient waits.
That's right. Patient waits. Patience waits. It can wait. It's not, it can wait. That's another thing.
I don't like that one that much.
Well, I guess, and I'm kind of glad you said that, because some of the things that the Bible teaches us, Rhondi, we don't always like everything, and we don't have to like everything, but we have to trust God enough to believe that everything that He's telling us is for our good.
I trust Him. I know that He loves me. He wants good for me. He don't want no bad to happen.
That's right. And so we just have to trust Him. And so sometimes we don't want to be patient.
I don't want to be patient.
Well, but it's a good thing though.
But I don't like that one.
But okay, so sometimes we don't like everything, like I just said, but there are reasons. So, Rhondi, I'm going to give you an example. So, when you're playing, right? When you're playing, and if you're if your ball, when you're playing with your best friend Sandy, and you guys play ball all the time, right?
We like to play ball, and I throw the ball, and they say to catch ball, and they say to run, and I catch ball, and then we play ball all the time. And I love to play ball with Sandy, because Sandy's my best friend, and we play ball all the time.
Okay. I know you do. You play ball a lot with Sandy. But Rhondi, what if the ball, you love to play ball so much with Sandy, what if that ball goes into the street and
if you go in the street, then I'm gonna run and I'm gonna go crazy, and I'm gonna go get the ball, and that's what I'm gonna do, and then we're gonna play, keep on playing, keep on kicking that ball, because we love to play that ball too.
I know you do, but Rhondi, what if the ball goes in the street and somebody says, wait, Rhondi, don't run into the street?
I don't want to wait. I don't want to run and then get that ball so we can keep on playing.
Okay, so think about this. What if the ball rolls into the street, and right as the ball rolls into the street and you want to go get that ball right away so that you and Sandy can keep playing ball, what if there is a maybe a fast car coming down the street at that same time?
Oh no, it don't like that, because that wouldn't be good.
Why? Cause what?
Well, cause it could do something bad. It could hit me and I run.
Right. I know you don't want to think about stuff like that, right? I don't either. But it's true. If you were to run out into the street and not use patience and wait and look both ways first before you run into the street, something bad could happen.
Oh, okay. I understand why patience is important, and I understand that patience is a good fruit too.
That's right. That's right. Because God is not going to tell us something to do that's not good. Even though we might not understand why all the time, and we might not even want to do it. But if He's telling us, there's a reason for it. Okay?
Okay.
Let's look at some more fruit. Kindness.
I like that one.
Me too. Kindness is...
It's nice being nice to somebody, isn't it? Because I'm kind too, and I'm nice. And that's kind.
Right. Okay. Let's keep going. Goodness.
My goodness. What's my goodness, right? That's what great.
Well, people say my goodness. They say it, but that's not what the fruit of the Spirit the goodness is doing good.
Oh, the do good part.
Yes. It is the do good part. It's doing good. So when we're talking about the seeds, the fruit of the Spirit, goodness is God. As we learn about God and we keep on praying to God and talking to God, and we want to be close to God, we will become more like Him. He's our Father, and we'll start becoming more like Him. And He's good, and so we're going to become more good too.
Okay, I like that one too.
All right, so faithfulness.
What's that?
Faithfulness is, I guess the best way to say this is, when you're faithful, you keep what is truthful, and so you keep the truth, and you are a trustworthy person. You're somebody that if you say that you're going to do something, then you're going to do it because you said you're going to do it. You're not going to try to trick somebody and say that you're going to do something when you're not going to do it.
Okay. And I can do that one too. And that one's a good.
They're all good ones. They're all good ones, Rhondi, because they're what God tells us. We don't always have to like it, but because He tells us, because we know He's good. God is good. And so He's not going to tell us something that's not good.
That's true.
That's true. Okay, let's keep going. Gentleness.
I know that one. The gentleness is pet the puppy gentle. Like that.
Yes. Pet the puppy gentle. And it's not just that, Rhondi. It's just, think about this. What if you asked your mommy, if you said, Mom, can I go out and play ball with Sandy? And your mom said, no. What would that make you feel?
That would make me feel like a hurt inside. I don't like that.
That's because that's not gentle. That's kind of cruel. Like you can be not gentle with your words and with and the way you do things. So you say you pet the puppy gentle like that, all right? Yeah, like that. But if somebody were to pop like that, that's not gentle.
And that hurt the puppy head, and that's not good.
That's not good. So we don't do that. We are gentle and kind. And if somebody asks us a question or something, we don't have to answer real mean. We can answer gentle. So if you were to say, Mom, can I go play outside with Sandy? And she said, no, Rhondi, not right now. Maybe later. How would that make you feel?
Oh, I would just say, okay, Mom.
Right, because she said it in a way that was gentle.
Oh.
Let's keep going. Self-control. Self-control. Do you know what that is?
It's not, when you got the self-control, you don't get the real mad. You don't get that mad. You don't get the mad because you have the self-control.
Right. You don't get like really, really angry. You don't, when you have self-control, you don't have to get really angry. You can have self-control and try to think in your mind, use your mind and not your hands and your feet and things like that to be angry. Not to use your voice to be angry, but you just think you have self-control. Okay?
Okay. I understand and I like all the food. Someday I like some better, but I understand why you need the food. So I like them.
And I like them too, Rhondi. And we have to remember, Rhondi, that sometimes the Word of God is not always about liking, whether we like it or not. It's about God is a good God. And we have to just believe and trust that what He says is true. And understand that what He actually says is true. And not try to make up things to make ourselves feel better or do things in a way that He says not to do. We have to believe that God knows things better than we do. Just like you know that your mommy and daddy know things that you don't know.
I know that's true. They know things that I don't know, and that's why I have to ask them things.
That's right. And that's why we have to ask God things too. And that's why God teaches us, and He's given us His Word to teach us. Okay?
Okay. I like the food. And I want to learn more about God too.
Rhondi, we're going to learn more about God at the next Sunday School Studies lesson with Rhondi Rabbit. Say bye.